Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to the stream. My name is Accidental Grenade, and this is BetRivers Poker. We're back for another session here on BetRivers Poker. Let's get into the action. Sorry for the delay in starting the stream. I was doing a little stream housekeeping before we resumed here, before we kicked things off, rather. But we're sitting pretty in this satellite to start the stream right now. We are first of six. We had a huge pot as the stream was starting up, which was kings taking out queens, and thus we have a massive chip lead here. 2 tickets up for grabs tonight in this one. Over here, raise king jack. We got squeezed, so we're gonna fold. But yeah, we are tonight. We are trying to make it 4 profitable sessions in a row. We've had profit in the last 3. Trying to see if we can keep the streak alive. Yeah, a couple of sessions this week managed to rescue them from the brink and bring them back to profitable. We might be getting some, I don't know if I saw any yet, but we might be getting some sit and go tickets in our account tonight as well. Haven't received them quite yet. Not sure. They're supposed to come within like 96 hours of when you complete the sit and goes though, so it could come tonight, could not. We definitely did lose some cube sit and goes last night. Back to the satellite. Table's filled up. We're at 8 players, 2 tickets being paid out tonight. Registration is still open till the turn of the hour, 8 o'clock. You are. Just the way you are. What? 27 big blind open rip. Fold the trays. What an it. Queen 3. They had Queen 3, folks. Would have been livid. All right then. Maniaco. Like, this is where I, like, even just based on that one hand, I'm like, should I even open this hand? This is already marginal, and this player might just, like, jam. And also, there's, like, obviously this can just happen, like, organically, but I'm out. Hello from Colorado. That's an interesting name. Hi from Colorado. My name's Keith. Welcome. No, greetings from Pennsylvania. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I bet there's somebody out there just named Colorado. It's actually not a bad name. As far as if I were to tier list state names as people names, Washington just works as a name. You could just call him Wash. It's a last name typically, but I think Washington just works. That's got to be a top tier. Obviously, the Dakotas and the Carolinas are F tier, and you're not going to name your kid 2 words. Now, you maybe could just name him Carolina, or just name him Dakota. Dakota is a very common one, but if you're actually going by the state names and are a stickler for the rules, I don't think anybody's going to want to name their kid North Dakota or North Carolina. What else? Virginia. Virginia is a top tier. Very normal name. What else we got? Pennsylvania's probably like D tier. It's very weird. Maybe even F tier. You could call them Penn for short. Wyoming's got kind of a like southern like country drawl kind of ring to it. I could see a kid being named Wyoming or Montana. Although that evokes Hannah Montana a little bit, but I think we've probably passed the like popular zeitgeist of Hannah Montana where nobody would really get made fun of for it. Like if you were a kid coming up now who was named Montana, the only people who know what Hannah Montana is are like middle-aged. So I think you're kind of in the clear versus like RE your peers. Plus we got Texas. Oklahoma doesn't really work too well. They're probably like C tier. Texas, like Texas, I think that's like B or C tier. I don't know. Like it wouldn't be that weird, but I don't think it's a cool name. I don't think it really works as a name. Like if I met somebody and they're like, my name is Texas. I don't know. Tex is a common name, I guess. Is Tex, when someone is named Tex, is that always a nickname, or is there a Tex name that's short for something else? Like a nickname is short for something else, I wonder. What else we got? A lot of the southern states just don't work. Like you wouldn't name someone Missouri, Mississippi, Louisiana. Georgia works. More of a girl's name, I think, but Michigan doesn't really work. Ohio, Illinois, Indiana. The Midwest is cooked. The Midwest is terrible. Northeast is not much better though. Like nobody's gonna name their kid Connecticut or Vermont or Delaware, Maine. Like, none of those are great. I think you're better off in the Western names for the most part, and some of the like Southeast, Carolina or Georgia are okay. Again, not the full Carolina name. Oregon gets a maybe from me. I feel like that's like C plus, maybe even B, maybe a B minus. Because like, if I met somebody and they're like, my name's Oregon, I would be like, that's strange, but I don't hate it. I feel like that would be my reaction. Should actually do a tier list. I've done a lot of them now. Utah. Ute for short. Hey, Ute! Doesn't know. Ugh, gross. Get over here, Ute. What's up, Ute? No, I can't do it. I can't say that with a straight face. It doesn't bode well for that person's future if they're actually named that. I'm forgetting the outlier states. Alaska. Alaska works as a name. Is Al for short? A lot of the names like Alaska, like names that are wilderness states like Wyoming, Alaska, Colorado, a lot of those really only work, I think, if you're like they fit better at least for somebody who is outdoorsy, a cowboy, right? Like you could see it's because I think you could see a person like adopting that state as their nickname because they spent a lot of time there or were from there or like whatever. Hawaii, like a C minus. It's the other side of like Oregon, where like I feel like if somebody said my name's Oregon, I'd be like, that's weird, but I don't hate it. I would be like, if somebody said the name is Hawaii, if they're like my name is Hawaii, I'd be like, that's strange. I don't think I like it. It's like it's the other side of that. Learned my lesson, and so did she. Am I missing any big ones? California. I think California works as a name. I think that's maybe like a solid B for me because I think it works as a name, and I think you could just shorten it to Cali, which is a very common like shortening of other names. Really works as like a nickname. Another one's on my list. Tennessee, Kentucky, absolutely not. I mean, again, like I think Tennessee works for me as like actually a name better than Kentucky, but again, I could see either one of them being like nicknames for somebody from that state. What do you think a girl named Alabama would even look like? I won't say anything that like I feel like anything I could say there would be like prejudice. I don't really picture people based on their names. I think that's like patently unfair. I could picture people based like if a girl was if she said if I was talking to someone online or something, if somebody said I know this girl, her nickname is Alabama, I would have a picture in my mind. I would think she's Southern. She's maybe a college football fan, big fan of Alabama, of Bama as it were. I I don't know if it's correct, but I would think she likes to drink. You know, there would be assumptions if it was a nickname. If her name is Alabama, as her parents did that to her. I don't picture anything. All right, I'm going to take the break. Be right back. If you hear this, if you're out there and you hear this, register the Benjamin. The nightly $50 classic. The Benjamin needs 3 more. Nightly $50 classic needs 2 more to run. Get in there. All right, everybody, we're back. We're back. Will these tournaments run? $50 needs one more. Mistaken for an anyone worth breaking. All right, SNG rapid reload is upon us, so we're gonna register some sit and goes while we're waiting for hopefully the big tournaments to start. We'll see. Oh, $50 got 5, so Benjamin just needs one more to start. Slipped a little bit here. We are like 3rd of 7 here in the satellite with 2 tickets. After being chip leading for a while, but we went a bit card dead. And we'll clearly be folding here. There's all in for stacks pretty close together. Not going after him with the 10-8. It's 4s running into kings, but a 4 on the flop. And the kings are sent packing. And now we're 4th of 6 with 2 tickets. But a double obviously puts us, like, honestly handily in the chip lead. But doubles are, you know, a little bit hard to come by. But we'll see what we can do to increase our chip stack here. We see a limp here. We'll call with the presumption that the under the gun limper is not gonna like reopen the action too much, and they check immediately. So we feel good about our decision. Now we don't necessarily feel good about the flop. Start with a check. And they're gonna pot it, so we're out of there. Helen, you look like a Helen, Tommy boy. Yeah, I mean that goes to show you how astute that the statement is that someone looks like a name, right? I feel like at some point in my life I had somebody say, "You look like a Chris" or something like that wasn't my name, and I'm like what the how am I supposed to respond to that? Like, well, I'm not. Okay, like it just was very off-putting. I don't remember what name it was. It was a long time ago. But at one point I had somebody be like, or I also had someone in college, a girl said, like, "You don't look like a Keith." Well, I am. Like, what the fuck? What do you mean? What does it mean? But people have weird baggage when it comes to names, you know? Usually, like when you have kids, you realize that there's like a Venn diagram of names that are acceptable for both of you. And then there are like a whole ton of names that for some reason it's like someone you're too close to, or like you knew someone who was a total jerk or douche or whatever with that name, right? There's like emotional baggage to names where you're like, oh no, I could never name my kid that, because like in my head that person's a horrible person and I don't want the kid to have that name. Sometimes it's emotional baggage, or sometimes it's just like a distaste for the name. Like that person ruined the name for you, you know what I mean? Which is crazy. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Oof, deuces hit a deuce on the river, with ace king having them like pretty much dead, like very in a very bad way. We're 4 or 5 here. Need some cards to meet us halfway here, but we are not picking up playable hands. But who needs a playable hand when they just fold and give you the chips? All right, looks like both big tournaments are gonna run tonight. And they are open as of right now for business. All right, we limp. We bet flop a raise. Fold. I think we just jam if we're folded to. Like us. King Jack, we're all in. And here in the Benjamin, we defend King 6. Fold. Here we go, ace 5. Top pair. Obviously, a bit of a kicker issue here. Olive. I will take that one down. Nice. Today, you look a little like Kevin from American Pie. Jason Biggs? Or somebody else? I don't really know American Pie because I consider it kind of a bad movie. It's fine. Kevin Myers, American Pie, is the initiator of the pact. I can see it a little bit, I guess. I can see it a little bit. I used to always get when I was a kid that I looked like Kevin from the Wonder Years. Fred Savage. I looked like when I was a lad, I looked like Fred Savage. A lad Fred Savage. We're betting here in the Benjamin. With an open ender. Please get there. Fuck! A little bit of a splashy call on the turn. Or a splashy call on the flop of the raise. Maybe we should have actually turned our hand into a bluff starting on the turn with the duplicate 5. We have 5s and our opponent doesn't, but instead we played it the wimpy way and lost. Here we raise up with an ace-6, so at least we get some chips there. Pocket nines here in the $20 classic. We're playing heads up for some reason. Go get some more people at our table. What is going on here? You and me, Laura. Hey, Laura. Let's raise here with Jack 8 suited. No friends of mine. Obviously folding here. Falling asleep on us. Are we boring you with our short stack play, Mr. Big Chips? Razor Jack 10. Thinking American Pie 3. He had a beard. American Pie 3. Kevin. Images. I see him in like American Pie Reunion with a beard a little bit. Maybe. It's 3-bet here in the $20 classic. Okay. Person calls behind. Weird. Less weird when we flop king high straight. Check call. Check again. I think I want to jam here. Like if another 4-liner card comes on the river, we're gonna be very mad. Nice. Like if a king or a 10 or yeah, if a king or a 10 or like an 8 or something comes on the river, we like sometimes kills our action. We want to get all the chips in, and we do with our flop straight. They flatted the 3-bet behind with Queen 9-0. Bulls. The bulls on this guy. Tremendous trilogy. It's hard to remember the subtle appearance differences as all the great performances blend together. I'm sorry, what? We're talking about American Pie, right? Great performances. Come on, you're taking the piss, right, Taco? As they say, you're taking the piss at the moment, right? I think the first one is like passable, and then after that, fucking awful. Honestly, I think they're terrible movies after that. I think the first one is like, it's okay as a raunchy comedy watch. Queen's here. Nice good food, some nice clean draws. All right, long have we waited in the satellite, we'll be all in here. Pocket kings, folks. We will tank a little bit. This player stacked behind, not slow rolling. Kings versus fives. Ouch. Miserable way to lose a very good chance at a $100 ticket, honestly. That's very frustrating, but it's the game that we know and love. That's poker, baby. What a queen. We're dead. GG. Win that kings versus fives, and I'm pretty sure we get a ticket. But you gotta win it, you know. C-betting here in the $50 classic on King 9-3 Rainbow. We got garbage, but they don't know that. Take him to church. Love in the heart of town. Alright, well, that means we got room for some cube sit and go action. Raise it up. King 5, snippety snap called. We'll check on Queen 7-9. We'll check. Oh, it's just full turn. Got a little sticky, icky. Ooh wee. King 7. Trying to take out the king, but it's not going to work. Jack's full is good there. Fold here. I think we call here. I don't think we jam when they check, when they limp though. Nine eight will jam. King Jack. Get there. All right. Raise your jack 7 suited. Hello, handsome. Hello, GBR. Welcome. How's it going? Got 2 pair here in the 50. King 4 suited. We jam an ace queen here. Yikes, man. 7 deuce. We won a pot here in the 50. Keeps it and goes. Down 2 of them so far. I have misclicked 51 big blinds into the middle here. We'll jam the rest and rebuy. There's just too many chips in here now. I want them. I meant to make it 5 big blinds and I like misclicked, like clicked too many times on the scroll bar and made it 52 instead. So we just accidentally won 100 some big blind pot in the $20. Whoops. I'll fold here. Jukebox hero. Oh my goodness. Flop strip 7s. Turns a boat. River's a better boat. All right, so this guy called our 50 big blind bet and then folded flop, right? So must not have had anything amazing. So I think we like exploitatively make it like a ridiculous amount of big blinds here. I'm gonna make it like 20 pre. Or hopefully they just like jam on our aces. Just ship it. Let's do this. Just jam. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's rock and fucking roll. You think, Harley? How you feeling? I know you hate to fold. I'm jamming right now. I'll stack. If you jam, I'm going. I'm ready. I'm better than King 10. I'm better than King 10. Let's fucking go. It's just that easy, folks. Joining the $20 to defend the honor of American Pie 3. Buckle up, man. Shit's wild. We want to play hands against this player. This one will be out of position. We definitely want to play hands against them in position. This one will be out of position, but we still want to play hands against this player. And actually, being first stacked out of 3 players here is super annoying, especially with a 5-4-3 flop, of course. All right, we're out there. I'm good, my friend. Doing my first every 6-month appearance on Twitch. Thought I'd say hi. Hope you and the fam are well. We are doing well, my friend. We are doing very well. It's been a good year up to this point. Ace 4 loses to 5-8. Really? My night's awake and I wondered. Make you stay. Leads to solution. I will end up lost in confusion. Ace Queen versus 10s over here. 10s make a set. I hope that was you, Taco. So I get more chips from you when I defeat American Pie in the skirmish. You can beat me in poker. It will not make American Pie 3 a good movie, by the way. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the outcome of the American Pie's, you can defend its honor. You're not going to change my mind. I was Baylor here. Oh, you had the ace 4 suited? Just holding on for dear life. Yeah, that one might make sense. The 5-8, man, they just go crazy. We limped here and called Jack 10. So you are this one then. That goes over here. Let's see a multi-way pot. I'm out. Get him, Taco. American Pie, Super Troopers, Euro Trip, 3 all-time greats. Super Trooper, best of those 3 movies. Still not a great in my mind. Euro Trip, hardly watchable. American Pie, watchable as a raunchy movie. Super Troopers, I could watch Super Troopers like a second time and probably enjoy it, but it's definitely doesn't go down in the pantheon of all-time comedy greats. Not a chance. No shot. No shot. Till you just go up. Whoa, ew, ew. Raise hero with a player that limps like every hand. Button flats. Not much of a flop for King 9 of clubs, sadly. Rushing weight of expectation. Relaxation. Simple pleasure. You teach me how to play this game? I can. I probably won't. I do teach as I'm playing to people who are watching. I'm not a professional teacher or coach. I can direct you to some resources where you could learn how to play poker. And incidentally, one of them is named Learn Pro Poker. LearnProPoker.com, great resource. Just gonna jam here. No, I definitely could. What do you want to learn? What's your experience level like? I guess would be a good starting point. Have you ever played the game of poker? Have you ever engaged with it on any level, basic or otherwise? Ace King here, we're all in. Queen Nine of Spades makes the call, and we hold versus the flush draw, and then turn to pair. Pair of Kings beats a pair of Queens. So a great place to start is just learning the hand rankings. You can download some free-to-play apps if you're super beginner, like Zynga Poker and things like that. Poker, like some of the poker operators also have play money options where you can play for free or join free rolls and things like that. Great way to learn as well. If you're a level of experience beyond that, if you already know the hand rankings and stuff like that, that's where I'd recommend something maybe like Learn Pro Poker, which I mentioned earlier, which starts to get you a little bit more into the strategy and the theory and how to actually be competitive and play good strategy in the game. The Hangover, the first one is I would accept someone putting that in as all-time classic status. I don't know if I would, but that's a good one. Billy Madison. I would accept. I myself prefer Happy Gilmore, but I understand the nomination of Billy Madison. Not a huge Clerks guy, not a huge Spaceballs guy. I don't think I would pick any of the parody movies. For me, parody is just no parody is good enough to be in an all-time great. I do like a parody. I think they're funny. For me, they don't have the rewatchability of some of the other stuff. And also, I probably would choose, like, if I'm going parody, I'm choosing like Men in Tights or even Blazing Saddles. They just hit the funny one for me a little bit more. But I wouldn't choose a parody in an all-time great comedy. Ace 7 versus 3s here. We flop an ace. Got him. Yeah, again, Scary Movie I wouldn't choose, but I can respect it. The original Scary Movie is very funny. All of the other ones, it's diminishing returns, decline after that. I think Scary Movie 3 has its moments, but 2 is bad, and all of the other movies I think are pretty bad. I think the one like was it what was the one? It wasn't Epic Movie, but it was something else. Epic was bad, but there was another one. There was another like Scary Movie made by the people who made Scary Movies parody that was okay. Was it Not Another Teen Movie? Is that the one? I think that was maybe all right. That's the one that has Chris Evans in it. The Dictator? See, if I'm going Sacha Baron Cohen, I just like Borat. I think Borat is funny. Yeah, I think Borat also has not aged well, though. Some of it has very much not aged well. I do like Sacha Baron Cohen. I think his stuff is better viewed in like a time capsule, though, like, because he pushes the envelope in a way that, like, in hindsight, maybe sometimes doesn't sit right. Not to say that he does anything wrong. It's just like the humor changes and the culture changes around it, and it's harder to watch later. King 7 takes us out in the Cube Sin Go. This was actually a $10 one. My mistake. I did change to $10. And we lose it. We'll play another one. Gotta play at least 2 with the promo going on. So right now, BetRivers has a promo where if you lose 2 sit and goes at the same level, you get an entry back at that level. It's pretty crazy. It's basically like a 50% rebate. Insane. Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber. The more I watch them, the more I put dumb. I used to always put Liar Liar over Dumb and Dumber. I would put a Jim Carrey film because I love Jim Carrey's movies. They scratch my funny bone hugely. I probably would put a Jim Carrey film in there, and it probably would be Dumb and Dumber now. For a long time for me, it was Liar Liar. I do also really like Liar Liar. But I think it might be Dumb and Dumber. I mean, honestly, if you're talking parody movies, the only parody movie I think maybe might crack into all-time great contention for me is Austin Powers, The International Man of Mystery. The first Austin Powers movie. I think that qualifies as a parody movie. Those movies were so good at lampooning the James Bond movies that they fundamentally changed James Bond. Daniel Craig was rebooted as a gritty James Bond because they boomed fucking the campy James Bond shtick so much. They roasted him thoroughly and handily. I don't know what else I would put in there. I might put a comedy movie that I can always watch is Office Space. Van Wilder's very good. Doesn't crack the top, probably even 10 for me, but Van Wilder's funny. Van Wilder's one of those movies that's more it actually has a good lesson in it, but I think it's a little bit has pacing issues and is just a little bit messy. I think Office Space would be in there for me for sure. Maybe honestly Airplane would be in there for me. Oh, Galaxy Quest. I'm just looking at a list of good comedies. Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest probably makes top 10 easy for me. And that's not a parody, but it touches the genre for sure. It's not exclusively a parody. An interesting turn card. What a boring fucking river card. Fuck you. Are we raising taking to 50? Her lips are devil red and her skin. Oh, we lost our maniac friend, right? Hang on. What have we here? I want them to be able to jam and it be reopening the action. I think I accomplished that. Maybe not though, actually, now that I look at this. Might have been just short here. I raised by 10. Yeah, they might not reopen the action if one of them jams. That's a big bummer. May have made a devastating miscalculation here, folks. We'll see. Oh, it doesn't matter. We got chop it up. Chop it up. And the skin's the color of mocha. Speaking of legendary, Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. Nah, not even close. Not even close to the top 10. It's fine. It's fine. I think I laughed a little bit. There's some funny moments. Neil Patrick Harris's cameo and stuff like that, but it's not for me. Eights versus ace 7. We get all in. We double. To push and pull you down, living la vida loca. We fold the jack 7, ace 10 up against 10 7. They make it 10. Ace 8. Okay, it's 10 7. 10 7 makes it 10, knocks him out. And we are heads up here, folks. Take it down with 7 high. Love to see it. You didn't actually have 7 high. You had a king high streamer. Don't you love when nerds act hard? We get kicks. They're yamming. We're folding our 3 deuce. Okay, they've decided to jam every hand, possibly. Verdict's still out, but short term, that's what they're doing. So we'd call here. Ace 3 versus Queen 8, we're ahead. Come on. Ugh, cannot catch a break in these. But the promo makes it worth it to play anyway. We get one of these back as long as we don't get a win or a glitch here. And no glitch found. We get kicks. I don't know if I'd put any. I don't know if I'd put any Will Ferrell movies in there. In all-timers. I know some people really love Anchorman. I think if I put a Will Ferrell movie in, it would probably actually be Old School. I think Old School is just like a better composed, more fun, funnier movie overall. Like it's just like pretty solid movie, plus it's got some good laughs. Raise here with King Queen. Getting squeezed. We'll just fold. People really hate to fold in these tournaments, folks. We're out of here. 3-way pot with 27 bigs in the middle. But honestly, I don't know what would round out my list. It might be something like Dumb and Dumber, Office Space. Maybe like Blazing Saddles. I think that movie is very fucking funny. Airplane, possibly. Austin Powers, possibly. Maybe Happy Gilmore. Those are some of my top ones. The Hangover's pretty good too. Old School's pretty good. Maybe. Does Deadpool qualify as a comedy? Yes, but I think if you put Deadpool in your all-time comedy greats, you are cooked, man. I think Deadpool is a good comedy action movie, but doesn't hold a candle to the actual all-time comedy greats. That's just one man's opinion. Obviously, comedy very subjective, but like, I thought Deadpool was funny, but it's not funny on the level of like a real like pure comedy. It was like a funny way to present action scenes. We 3-bet here. They call. C-bet takes it down. All Will Ferrell's movies suck except for Daddy's Home and Night at the Roxbury. That's a hot take. That's a hot take for sure. Limper here, we raised over the limper. We got top pair, good kicker here. Pretty awful turn card for us. Take our time and check back. They limped pre, which is really like really weird. Probably just fold river. Hopefully they just have like queen jack, but check, but instead they bet here after limping pre. I feel like my hand is like quote unquote too good. I call. What do you got? Yeah. Got him. Limp ace queen under the gun, eh? Weird, champ. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? That's weird. Why are you doing that? Limp ace queen and then put me in a really weird spot on the river. Strange. Not the good kind, like the doctor. I've never seen Life of Brian. Is that good? I see people mentioning it a lot on these kind of lists. A Monty Python film, right? I saw a trailer for the new Naked Gun. I laughed, but I feel they just cannot do it justice. See, this is what's wrong with people, Taco. You can't just say, I laughed, but I feel like it's doomed from the start. You gotta give it a chance, man. Come on. You gotta at least give it a chance. I'm of the opinion that, like, fuck it, make the remakes. Nothing's, like, completely sacred. Who gives a shit? If it's good, it's good. It might be good. It might be good. People can still make funny stuff. You never know, man. Sometimes something comes out of nowhere. Did you ever see MacGruber? That movie came out of nowhere and fucking... That made me laugh. I don't think I'd put it in all-time greats, but that movie made me fucking laugh, for sure. The Hot Shots movies? I could see people putting the Hot Shots movies in, like, Hot Shots, not the Hot Shots movies, Hot Shots Part 2 in the, it's like, that's full-blown parody territory for sure, though. But I could see people putting that in their all-time greats. Ace 4 in the $10 cube. Give it back. Give it back. We're not quite heads up here, but very close. I think King 8 is good enough to jam. We're essentially blind versus blind here. This player out blinded all in. They wake up with pocket 10s. Why? Give me your 10. Why, game? Why is everybody around me so damn strong in these sit and goes where we have like pebbles effective? You know what I mean? All right. Well, I needed to take the break anyway, I guess, but. All right, we'll be right back. People nowadays are scared to put down anything, which remotely worries any type of people nowadays. I don't know. People are still making offensive comedies out there. But I mean, I don't know. There's a difference between like, I don't know. It's hard. It's a complicated discussion to get into. But there's a difference between like, there's like raunchy comedy that's like offensive because it's gross or offensive because it's like mean or whatever. But like, yeah, I mean, I think maybe they should be afraid to make like racist comedy. I don't know. Or like very sexist comedy, right? Or like gross stuff like, I don't know, like fucking white chicks where it's like dudes dressing up as white women and I don't know, showing how like loaded with all this like racism and sexism and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like some of those comedies aren't done these days for a reason, because you go back and watch them and you go like, this is just bad. This is bad and it's bad. You know what I mean? Raise nines here. They're gonna continue with a bunch of draw hands, and then all of those hands are gonna hit that river pretty much. We just beat like sevens, fours, stuff like that now. Raise here with king queen suited. Ew, I guess I call. Ace four. What are you doing jamming that hand? What are you doing jamming that hand? All right, we got him. Nice runner after they flop an ace. Easy game. We call because I think they're gonna. A lot of players are gonna be jamming like a lot of low pairs there. I think makes king queen suited a decent call. Definitely going to be maybe some players where we would fold that hand actually. I think I like calling the king queen suited generally. Generalissimo. Exploit deviation where we would maybe consider folding that versus some very tight players. Second of 13 here in the nightly 20 with 4 paid. Flat here with ace jack. Ace jack, 3 ways we flop an ace. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. Hmm. 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 Of course, of course. Ace Jack here, we beat King 3. Here we had a set of sixes. Of course, they had 10-4 suited. Of course, they did. Everybody here with jacks. I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 5. That man walks 1,000 miles to fall down at. King 5, we're all in here. King 5. What did I was just ranting about how like they're always so nutted in these fucking sit and goes, man. I just jam right into ace. Fucking Christ. A7 suited here, they raised to 3x. We call in the big blind. Welcomes 8-8 queen. Check fold. Strays in the Benjamin with ace queen. check here. Hold. Raise king 7, fold to the jam here in the sit and go. They always have it, apparently. Or they just like to jam every hand. But then when I call, they'll have fucking aces again. Queens. It's a good hand. It's not every hand, apparently. All right, I don't know what that big interlude is in the Paradise by the Basketboard Light version that we've got there. I think it's in the song always, but just not feeling it right now. We're gonna skip it. We'll fold the 8-3. Ace 7 gets called by Ace 5. Oof, a 5 on the river. We're all in here. King 7 snapped by Ace King. How do I do it? How does he do it? Just jam into like a top fucking 5% hand when nobody has any chips. This ain't another pop song about falling in love. Party song about drinks and drugs. They always want to ship it. Nobody wants to play post flop. Now I'll do it. Now I am the one with the top 5 hand. Pop song about falling in love. We're all in, folks. Ace King. Called by King 9. Holy crap, we're ahead. Double up. Ace is down here. Just call. Jam over C-bet here. If you jam and you got pocket tens, you got me. No, please just consider jamming pre, or like I consider not all in for betting pre, but I think it just looks incredibly nutted. If anything, I should have jammed, but Jack 3 suited here. Cover their suit against 10-8. They flop trips. Okay. All right then. Queen 10 suited, we're all in. Followed by Queen 2 suited. Okay. They got me. 5-4 suited, good enough to jam for 2.4. We're all in. Let's get some green. Low cards. What? Open-ender doesn't get there. Ace 10 knocks us both out. Man, we've gone like 0 for 6 in these cube sit and goes, maybe something like that. 250 glitch coming back our way. Make that 0 for 5. Raised here in the 50 will fall to the 3-bet jam. Please just let me bliss break down. Raise it up with Jack 10. Take it out. They're all in the 20. Ace, queen, flipping versus 9s. Knocked out of there. In the middle of the pouring rain. But do I really feel the way I feel? Heads up here. Oh no, we're not heads up. A6 beats the 9 there, I think. But we are not heads up. I guess we fold to the check raise here. Weird to see that from the big blind, but we're out of there. I do think we get in here with King 10. Live cards, 3 ways. Let's get one. Let's get one. There it is. Triple up, baby. Well, double up and then some, and now we're heads up. We limp fold the 5-3 suited. We got full equity here, I think. I'd rather jam this hand. Oh, you got a prayer in Memphis. Suited queen, I think we got to make the call. We're ahead. Got our queen after seeing the 8 in the window. Finally, we win one. And it's a min. Raised ace queen pre here. Christian John said, "Ma'am, I am tonight. With my feet 10 feet off a beer." Let's raise the pocket jacks under the gun. Ooh, under the gun +1 jam. Gotta do it, I think, for this stack depth. Well, I'm not loving it, that's for sure. We call. Jacks versus ace king, we're flipping. They're winning. Nice hand. Oh, goodbye. Wow. Sick. Tried to say nice hand, they just left. They left with my chips, chat. Raise over the limp. Take down check deuce. All right, that did put us down a bit though. Losing the flip. We're 6 of 18 now. Better than Taco though, who busted 4 bullets. We're doing better than that guy. American Pie 3's honor will not be defended today. Ace queen of hearts. Bring it. Bring it. Ace queen versus ace deuce. We hold. Heads up with the chip lead. Take you there. This place is warm without a care. Take a swim in the deep blue sea. And go to leave, but you reach for me. No matter what they try to say, you were always there for me. Raising sevens and Benjamin. Would have been such an amazing time to flop a 7. Trip 4s up here. Need some help in the Benjamin. Send help in the $100, folks. Send help. King 8 up here up against ace 4. They jam. I have the straight. Do you? You didn't. You have the lower end. Very nice. Love it. Love it. Jamming here with ace queen. You were always there for me. We lead here, they call. What the fuck? They're not folding to a jam at that point. Got boned hard on every buy in there. Just like Jason Biggs in American Pie. I don't know. I guess he did the boning. Could you imagine if sure, let's fucking run it. Don't like that you cover my suits there, friendo. Alright, we're out of there. Wouldn't it be weird? Isn't it funny, the convention that, like, I don't know, because like when men have sex, they're the ones doing the penetrating. They're always the active person. Could you imagine if you like went to your like male friends and were like, dude, I got boned so hard this week. My wife boned me so hard. They would probably automatically like picture you getting pegged, right? It's just like the it's not the way you say that. This is the way you flop that though. Damn it. Why? Ace queen here. Check call with ace queen. Check river. Eight six offsuit. The fucking disrespect. Okay, now we just ship in the ace queen. Yikes, man. Ace queen offsuit just flatting us behind. Disgusting behavior. Reprehensible. We'll jam here and rebuy if we bust. All in. Ace queen. 12 bigs. 12 Jasons. Bigs, that is. Down the hill. Don't want to hear. Thinking about you, boy. Folded 8-3, short stack jam, 7 deuce up against 9-5. Five's full, takes it down, and we are heads up, but at a big chip disadvantage here. Obviously ready to go with this one. Ace 9 versus 6s. Ugh, flipping. Didn't expect to be flipping and losing with such a strong hand. Feel like I'm running a little bad, folks. A little bad. 980 will raise here. Raise folding. If they would jam, but they don't. In the short term, we're playing heads up in the Benjamin. Ugh, we're playing heads up here, and yeah, we give up there. Pot down there on the turn. Gonna jam over the limp here with King 7. Ace King here, we're all in. Ace 9 suited here, all in for 12. Ace King got through. Ace 9 gets through. Ace 4, we check our big blind option. Flop bottom pair here. Turn trips. My pot. How many paid in this? 6 paid in the $20 classic. We're currently 5th of 11. All in here with King Jack of Spades. Oh, ran into it behind? What? No shot. What do you got back here, man? Tell me it's fucking tens or below pair. It's queens. We need a king. Okay. Ah, fucking queens behind. What the fuck? Jam button if it falls to us, I think. Instead, we see a limp. Still jamming. Deuces get through. King 5 holds here. Player loves to limp. What the fuck? Stop limping! You crazies! Oh, Harley's the actual crazy person that like plays everything and never folds. All in here in the Benjamin with King 8. Blind versus blind. Get through. Ace 7 limps and then stacks off as kings like min raise. And they get there. That's disgusting. Disgusting, folks. 7-5, we somehow run into 10-7 or 10-5. I wish. Go. Nobody has any chips. We're all in pocket sevens. We hold somehow. All in the Benjamin. We need the chips. All in the $50 classic over the raise here. Here we got King 5 versus Queen 8. Nice. We're heads up there. Ace King gets through here. $50 classic. They raise fold off of like 12. They fold, we'll rejam. They jam, we probably just fold. I think we rejam here. Eights versus ace queen, it's a flip. Nice, we land that one and we win the cube sit and go as well. All right, 40 big blinds here again. And we spin for the win. 10 turns into 35, not so bad. Fire another one of those. So raise the 10-8. Wow, some high win with trips here. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming out. Milk them a little bit with our straights. Just pair eights. Raise up with King 5 of spades. Good blind calls. Ace 10 here up against ace 6. Got him. We're gonna check full, or we're just gonna fold to the pretty big bet on the turn here from that player. Heads up here in the $10. I got a queen. We beat you. I'll end down here with ace 9 for 11 bigs. Defended a big blind here versus early position raiser. Call again. Just hoping we get them to bluff river. They did not go for a bluff. They had pocket 8s. We could have maybe gotten a little value out of pocket 8s, but I understand why they didn't bluff. Sad. Eight 6 will stab, but they'll raise. We're out of there. They limp, will jam. I think it's got to be a call. Jack 9 versus Jack 6. Glad we made it. And we win it with the Jack high straight. And we spin. 10 spins into 25. All right. Might be seeing a little bit of light in these. A little bit of run good. A little bit of playing good combined with run good. And the cube sit and goes. I don't want to talk about the flop. All right, folks, we're all in. Pocket 10s, we jam in the Benjamin. We're called by pocket 9s. Now hold. Yes. Come on, baby. Nice double. 9th of 12. Nice double. That is a nice double. I like that double. That is a nice double. 10-9 knocks out the King Jack here, and we're heads up in the $10 cubed. Now here we got Ace King. Try to stack 2 players. There's Ace Jack and Ace 5. That's a Jack right away, but a King on the turn. Everybody gets their pair, but mine is better. Mine is better. Ace 4 here versus King 9. Get there. We did get there. That's a wheel. We got there the fun way. Jam a Jack 5 and they call off. 9. Not fun. That was not the fun way for that board to play out. King 9 suited. Wow. King Queen. Come on now. I guess I give up. I barreled twice on this board. I I could give up river, I suppose. And 9. Oh, cubed glitch win. Nairo said he's never won more than the buy-in. There's another one for me. 15, the $10 cubed. We win the $15 glitch. They had a 9. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense for us to have a 4. Maybe we get a 9 to fold if we barrel a third time there, though. Raise it up. Hold it down. Up here. Raise it up. Don't fold it down. If you have a flush, I swear to fucking Christ. Okay, you have the other 9 and my 8 plays. Let's fucking go. Oh, the 8 makes a flush, actually. They wouldn't have played if the king was just a king kicker. It would have been 999 ace king. But we make a flush. 6 deuce versus 6s. That seems unfair. Tough one to win there. You just got fold. You can have a shot with your 9-8 here, brother. 7-3 gets there though. King 5 versus King Queen. This time they're eliminated. All right, we're heads up with a decent chip lead here. All in here with Queen 6. Ace 10 here, we jam. Pocket 3s, we'd stack off. Let's do it. 3s versus 9-7, we flip. 3. Hey, straight on the board. Sounds good to me. How about pun cake? Sounds good to me. Tens versus ace 3. For the win! No! It's a wheel! I've been hoisted by the wheel. Rude. All in with ace king. Ace king called by ace 3. Both get a piece. And we're good. We're ahead. Call. King 6 versus ace 4. Get there. We get there. King high straight for the win. And we spin. Oh! Oh! 10x, baby. That's a 10x, folks. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Come on now. Let's go. Flat the ace deuce of hearts here. If we would bet 5 now, we'd put in 10 and be 20 in there, and there'd be 15 behind. I think we want to do like this to be like geometric-ish. We're bluffing though, obviously. We have 5s, they don't. They have like a whole bunch of broadways that just like totally whiffed here. I don't not have 5s, but we have more than they do, I think. Or we both have 5s and we have position, which means we have more information. I don't know. Either way, it worked. Stop trying to act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. When in doubt, be aggressive, I think, is what it comes down to sometimes. When in doubt, bet. Living la vida loca. Dumps like a truck. That's like whip. Wow, ace 4 hearts cracks kings down here. Yikes. Very tempting with the people limping here that we could maybe limp along with our very nice suited connectors, or we're actually just gonna fold. Pocket kings up here. Player jams on us. We call. Kings versus 5s. Scary turn card. But the river's safe. Ace and the 10, we go for them as well. But we'll just try to finish the job here instead. Ace 10 versus 9 foul. Yikes. They make a 9 high flush. We don't have any spites. I think we're just jamming Jack 10 suited here for 15-ish, like 13. Yep, I'm all in. And we stack off here. Jack 10 of hearts versus 7-6 of spades. Why? Stop that. We'll be off to the break here, I think, in the MTTs. So we'll finish this cube sit and go and then take our break. Hold that. Sure, let's just call. Yikes. We actually wait for the next one here. How stupid is that? We're gonna check fold. Equity's so bad in this flop. Yep, I'd rather have king deuce against the random than whatever we had going on last hand. We're ahead here. Out of there. They make a straight. Let's see if we win a glitch right before we leave here. And then I'll be right back. Any glitch prizes? Alright, be right back. All right, we're back. We're gonna limp here in the Benjamin with ace deuce of spades. Nobody raises, we flop an ace. We bet both players call. Make the nut flush on the river. That's fun. Oh, got a jam here. Let's go. Come on. I swear, if you have a straight flush. We're all in. Straight is no good. We win a nice pot in the Benjamin to return to form here. Back to fourth. Let's fucking go. That's huge. Speaking of huge, what the fuck is going on here? We're flat with kings. Kings up against ace jack. We got him. Second in this one, fourth in this one. Let's go. All right, now we need to double in the nightly 20 to round things out. He said greedily. King 10 we raise and taking the 50. Hopefully cruising towards the chip lead soon in this one. Not too far off it, but a little ways to go. Just raising the Benjamin with ace 9. Take that one down. Here we have 10s. Bro. I'm all in as well. 10s versus ace queen, we ISO. We flop a set, turn a boat. That might have actually done it and got us to the chip lead. It did indeed. Wow, big turnaround here in these tournaments, folks. Big turnaround. First in the $50, fourth in the Benjamin. Pulling up here with ace deuce. Get it 3 in the 20. And king 3 of spades. We'll just fold in this flop. Down here to raise jack 10 in the Benjamin. Get it through. We're 9 of 10 here with 6 paid in the 20. And we've just started a new $10 cubed as well. So those are our 4 tables. We got the $20, the $50. In this like little L shape here, we got 20, 50, 100. And then we got the $10 cube sit and go up here. Ace king, we'll just 3-bet jam, or we'll call off. Ace king versus ace queen. We got him. They flat here. We're ice swing again. We got ace king here. Ace king versus king queen. They flop a queen, but we turn an ace and we take on another player. And FT hype, chip leading the FT in the nightly $50 classic by kind of heaps now. By a decent amount at least. Jam here with king 5 suited. Against king 8 somehow. They're gonna double through us. What? 2 players busted immediately on the FT? What the fuck just happened? Oh, I can't even see because I wasn't like apart from the beginning of the hand. So just because I looked away, I have no idea what the fuck happened. All right, well, we're 2 of 6 with 5 paid. Not chip leading anymore, but that gets us a lot closer to the money here. You fold, I jam. Jam, I probably fold. Easy decisions, I think. 2 cards above 9, we're all in. 10-9 up against 5-3. We got him. All right, heads up with a nice chip lead here. 4-1. Ace queen versus 3s. We flip. Flop a queen. Oof, they turn a 3. All right. So it's just 1.5 to 1 here. Ace 4, we'd stack off. King Jack, we stack off down here versus King Queen. What? What? It's pretty disgusting. So we hand out a double on the FT, unfortunately. Here they limp, we jam ace 4. They fold. Queen 8, we're all in. Pocket 10s, we're all in here. King 3 suited, we call here. Oof, 9s. Why are people so nutted in this game, man? King, there it is. There it is. And we spin. 10 into 25, not too bad. 10s, we're all in here. From 10 of 10. Get it through. Was always burning since the world's been turning. We'll bet very small here, just as a stab here if they don't have any. Just as a stab if they don't have any diamonds. 1, 2. Love it. Raise your king 10 after the limp. I don't know if we should do this, but we can put a lot of pressure on this player with there being 11 big blind stack at the table. Feels good just to take it down for you. BTFO Limpy Limpertons. Chip leading again, 1 of 6 in the 50. Looking for a day save. Damages so far, we are. Let's take a look. We are. Where's my account statements? Current session. In for 340 tonight, out for like 223. So we're down 117 right now. Belgians in the Congo. We'll raise fold here. I got a pair of 10s. I should not have bet this river. Yeah, I should not have bet that river. Should have just checked. We will be jamming here though. All in with pocket fives. Get it through. On the FT, we flat sevens, looking to flop pay dirt. Instead it comes jack, 8-6, two-tone. We'll call. Russians in Afghanistan. Heavy metal suicide. Rock and roll like all I was. I can't take it anymore. Another cubed. Jack 7 suited jams into king queen and doubles. They're very short, under 5 big blinds now. We'd be forced to call the 5 big blind jam if it folds to us. It becomes our responsibility. We're in there. Gotta call it off. 5 cards, suited cards. 9. 7 will work. And we're ITM. $93 locked up. Up top in this one tonight, $557. I'll check here with 9-6. Jam river, I think. For value, hoping to get called by a queen. Fold. 2 pair rake spot for us though. 5 of 10, folks. How many paid in this one? 6 paid, so it's still a ways. Like, we're not really that close. Still 4 players to be eliminated here. Asking me to stay. Please, please, please don't go away. I'm giving you the blues. A7 versus 4s in the cube. Give me back my queen 9. Give me back that queen 9er. Did I catch a 9er in there? Were you raising from a walkie-talkie? Reconsider my foolish notion. Wait for something more. I got a feather. Why'd I make that jam? Because I needed those chips. Check 4 suited. Jam here. Called by ace deuce. Diamond. Hold. We hold after hitting the 4. Nice. Let's finish it off. Queen seems pretty strong. Queens versus queen 6 also seems pretty strong. No kings. Love it. No chops. We spin. And we spin a 20. Lead me back to it. Further. Come close my eyes, whoa, whoa, I know I'm more fool than wise. What? What is that jam? You wish you didn't love someone else. All in here, fives. In the Benjamin, we get it through. Ace king here in the cubed. Hold on to everything you say. Intentional Claymore, what's that? What up, bot dogs? How's it going, man? Welcome back. Hope you're well, my friend. Someone else. Straight me. They did not straight me. Man, I wanted a 3-bet. Ace deuce. You piece. You also had a draw. Nice singing. Don't butter me up just so I'm fat and plump when you eat me, all right? Genuine, see? No LOL at the end. But you've poisoned the well. You're the boy who was too sarcastic. I can't read your statements as genuine anymore. The boy who cried Omega lol. We're on the FT here, 6 of 7 with 6 paid. And King Jack doesn't finish the job, unfortunately. 10-7. We're gonna jam. Hope to get it through. We got live cards versus Queen 8 at least, I suppose. 10 kicker. Doesn't seem great. Queen kicker plays, beats us. Glitch me. Glitch me. No glitch for me. Every single day. Raising the Benjamin with pocket sevens. Play flats off of 16. Off 17-ish. And we see a jam from the big blind. We're out of there. On vacation every single day. Love my occupation. Hey. They're all in at risk with the ace queen. Doubles through the ace 8 here. Chips just kind of shift around. It's like just a different shorty now. We will be all in here on the FT with ace 7 of clubs. chips to threaten these folks. We definitely don't want the call, though. Definitely don't want the call. Not just threaten their tournament life, but just to threaten like a lot of damage to their stack that they don't really want to call. Here on the bubble, thankfully they don't. Pocket sevens with a player sitting out, I think we'll just fold. I was gonna say we would jam, but then when we see this raise, I think it's a very bad idea. On the specifically on the stone bubble, I think it's a very bad idea. I'm very well enjoying an inebriated night right now. Nice. Some dumb bitch juice involved? Are you being a dumb bitch tonight? I mean, more than usual. Are you more than one standard deviation above how much of a dumb bitch you typically are? We're bluffing now because they could have had like the queen or ace of clubs here, or any club, like even a 9 or 8 might have called turn. Turn hand into a bluff. Not great to have the 10 of clubs there because it is kind of a high diamond, but they can have a higher one. And the way they played it, it doesn't really seem like they had other stuff. We're gonna raise here with 10-9 suited. Big blind flats. See bet the 9 for ace board. What an interesting little runner situation for us. We go for big value on the river and we get it. Excellent. They also had 10-9, but not of diamonds. How does one correctly omega lol? Seems like it would involve like dislocating your jaw. I've never met you in person. I can't recall. Are you a king cobra? Eights on the river. Take out the king jack. And we get a ladder there. We locked up $133 now with a chip lead here in the $50 classic. And we'll try to double up so we can get through the bubble up here. We got ace king of hearts, very strong hand in the 20. Try a limp. And take it down. Now in 5th of 7, there's a player sitting out, which is always like such a weird dynamic here, right? Raise down here on the FT with queen 8. Just THC, gotcha. No. Bit of a deep FT here, folks. Sixes, bust to the king queen here. Sorry, I had a thing there. Outrage resuming. No worries. More than usual? Exclamation, question mark, question mark. Outrage concluded. Thank you. Thank you for bracketing your outrage so I could easily tell where it began and ended. Ace King is good. Should have bluffed. Kings versus Ace Deuce up here. Ace Deuce is all but eliminated. Six, 4 suited up against Ace Jack. They got us. They boomed us. We raised a queen 6 down here. C-bet they call. Black and diamonds. They're going to be able to barrel this 3 like a whole bunch. I really don't have a continue here. It's a shame, but I don't. This time we raise queen 9 suited. Big blind calls. Flop comes 10 at 9 3. Gonna see bet. Call up here with queen 6. Flop a queen against ace 6. Got him. Not as of yet a cobra, but not for lack of trying. I want to know the rituals you're partaking to attempt to become a cobra, and are there like open slots? In a snake would be pretty sick. I don't know. Maybe it's not for me. Now I think about it. I don't really want to bite anything. Slither around in the dark in the swamp. It doesn't second thought. Count me out. But good luck on the transformation and all. We're just bluffing here. We can bet out like king high, queen high. That's better than us. At ace 8 here. Calling off the jam here. We got ace 5. Oof, they have queens. What the fuck? 5, ace. What the fuck? Then 5 gets a double. Oh my god, we're on the bubble here. Fuck me, I guess. Watch this drive. I'm all in. Queen 8 here versus 5-4. GG. I'm all in again. Oof. Queen or a 10 or hearts? 10? No! All right, I think that's fine actually. I think we can put a ton of pressure on. Maybe we can just not all in 3-bet. They have different raise sizing, so that's good to note. Larger pre-flop raise with a stronger hand. It's fine. Just made it harder on ourselves, but it's fine. It's a 60-40. We could easily won that hand and then just fucking ran over the whole goddamn table too. So like that's part of why we do it with a hand like that, where when we do get called by ace king, we're in pretty good shape. Gotta focus up just a little bit more, but like we had a heaping chip lead. And now we're still firmly in contention here. We're not destitute by any means, but so neither is anyone else. So this might be a long FT. How are we doing the Benjamin? Nearing the end of late reg. Just 4 places paid as of right now. 15th of 27 with 4 paid. Ace 10 up here in the $10 cubed. We would play for all of it, I think. Amazed at what I can destroy with just a hammer. Would call if you jam. No jam though. What I can destroy with just a hammer. Let's raise here. C bet and take. Raise up with King Jack. We see bet on Ace King 6. They call. Check. Oldest river, I think. Somehow this bubble has still not burst with this player sitting out, so we basically are on needing to fold until they get blinded out, I think. You hanging without bringing you to fun again. King 6, good enough to jam for 4.5 from the button here, I think. Oof, probably doesn't feel great against whatever this is. Ace 4 life cards at least. 6 is still live on the river and we find one. I think we fold versus button here. Queens double through the 7 deuce. Ace 5 for us is all in. All by 8-7. Ugh. Come on. Call here with ace-8 versus 8-6. Got him. Okay, that one's safe. Heads up with the chip lead. If only just we'd call here. Good luck us. Ace-4 versus Queen-5 for the win. We got him. Let's spin a big one. Come on. Just a min. Just a 20. I'll raise fold there. All in here with pocket fives and the Benjamin folks. Called by ace-9. Let's hold, please. Ah, they find the ace on the river. And we're out of there. All right, Benjamin done. So our profit is going to come from these two remaining, the 50 and the 20. As we do see the very short stack eliminated, and we are in the money in the $50. Locked up break even on our buy-in. Or in the money in the $20, sorry. We've locked up $30 profit, I should say, actually. Yeah, we were only in this one for one bullet, so we've locked up $30 profit here. We check back after they make Broadway. It's fantastic. Just quads here for the other short stack, so we are definitely the shorty now. King Queen gonna be us all in the 20 after breaking the bubble and now incredibly short. I think we're all in here no matter what. But first, let's jam here in this cubed with King Deuce. Snap rejammed on. Feels bad, man. Can't imagine we're ahead here. We're looking for hearts or kings or deuces. What are we looking for here? What are we looking for? Hearts, kings, and deuces. Any of the above. Any of the above. That's not going to be great. All right, all in here. Ooh, we did get a break-even glitch prize over there, though. We've got ace-4 clubs here. We're not getting anything out of 8-5-0. Defend our queen 7, suited queen here. Flop middle pair, no backdoor really, but we do have a pair. This player likes really large sizing, so we're just gonna fold to it. Maybe they're doing a little bit of FT, like ICM, like pressure size ups, could be. But a lot of times it just reads as they have it. We'll be all in here with King Jack. Yeah. Gotta do it. All in for 5 bigs with King Jack. Oof. King Queen in the big blind. But I see a Jack. And I see a beautiful double for us. Let's go. Come on. Keep spinning, baby. I legitimately do have, wait, hold on. I legitimately do have a significantly above average jaw range. I had to do physical therapy for it because I was getting a lockjaw and muscle spasm since I regularly stretched the muscles so far. Wow. I thought it was normal, but in fact it was super harmful. Yikes, man. How did I fucking strike that one out of nowhere? Asking if you were a fucking cobra. My jaw sometimes gets in like a state where it like pops all the time. Like it pops like every time I chew, and then it'll like go away. Like right now it's not doing it. But sometimes my jaw will get like configured in a certain way where it like pops like every time I chew for a bit. I don't know what, like, I don't know how to, like, it just goes away after a while. There's nothing that in particular that seems to alleviate it. What happened there? Wasn't there a big ass pot just recently? Like, didn't like a ton of chips change hands here? Why do I not see it? This one. Raise, call, Jack 7-3, check, check. 9, bet, call. King, check, bet, call. Ace 10 just bluffing into river top pair. Interesting. Okay. Chips change hands, but doesn't really change a ton for us. I wanna be your left hand man. Cards back. King queen and king queen, chop it up. We're folding here. Gavin on my left just trying to fold his way to the ladders, I suppose, but gonna have to pick a hand here, Gavin. Just folding our Jack 5 here. 3-bet coming in from a pretty quiet player at the FT. Let's see if they get some action. This would be a spicy one. Nope. Yeah, 3-bets are scary at this table just in general, I think. IDK, how you got that read? LOL. Yeah, that was wild, man. Out of fucking nowhere. Do you happen to be like a cobra? How did I snipe that one? Still chips going in the middle. There's 8.3 big blinds in there. And we see a bet here on the turn. Ace 7 all in against Ace Jack up here. That's another ladder for us, another 20 bucks. A call here. A 7 on the river. Will Lisa try to get the job done here? How much will they go for if they do bet? Half of Gabriel's stack on the river. Gabriel in the tank. And Gabriel jams. Well, that seems pretty nutted. This seems goddamn strong. Calls with ace 4 up against 4's full. Just felt like they priced themselves in, I suppose. And the chip leader changes again. We'll 3-bet jam if Gabriel opens here. Yeah, I think we're just all in here. Good luck, guys. Get through. Lines are up. And we're folding. All right, we'll let Otto take out the short stack if they do call, which they shouldn't fold here much. Ace 5 is in the lead actually against King 10, but a king on the river, and that's another 30 bucks for us. We've now locked up 100 from turning our $20 buy-in into 100 here with just some ladders on the FT, and now we need a double to contend for some remaining ones. Hopefully, we will fold that one though. I think 5-4 suited is good enough. I think the chip leader hasn't been active enough, and you know, we threaten enough the other stacks here that just gonna stab here with ace deuce. I got a flush. What about you? Yep. Chop it up. Fantastic. Bro, why don't you have folds here? Fine, I guess I give up. Fuck me. King Deuce? How do you not fold the fucking turn with King Deuce of spades? How do you not fold the goddamn turn? Fuck you. Fuck you. It's really annoying. King 8 suited, we're all in here. Called by ace 10. We flop an 8. And we hold. Getting lucky here on the $20 FT. Not so much on the 50. Not so much on the 50. They fold. That's incredible. I actually got to walk on both tables. Both 4-person FTs I got to walk. That's wild. Bet for small value on the river. What do we call by there? King 5. See, yeah, they just are very stationary. Okay. That is good to know now. Lightning. When you love me is frightening. Let's raise here with Queen 9 suited. Versus Jack 7. We got them all in. Another ladder for us. That's another 50 bones. And we're 3 ways in the $20 classic. Double FT hype here. Any love I know is like thunder, lightning. The way you love me is frightening. Not calling a jam. Sorry, not calling a jam down here. They jammed on us. What's going on up here? A pot size bet. Auto in the tank. Bolts. Can't do it here. 9-4-0, we're folding. Lightning. The way you love me is frightening. We limp up here, player taking a while to decide what they want to do. Tank, 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 tank raises. We're out of there. Blind versus blind. Jam and a call. 8's flipping with ace 10. Short stack doubles. All right. Baby, my heart got Nine big blinds in the middle here. Bet on the river from Brock. Otto says. Otto says. Oh. It's a bluff. That's a flush. That was a tank from the nut flush. We defended our big line to a min raise. King 9. Folded flop. We're short stack in both of these 3-handed spots, folks. We'll try to finish them off strong. When we return, we're off to the break. See you in just a few. All right, folks, back a little early and ready to battle here in these tournaments. 30 seconds remaining before we jump back in the action here in the $50 Classic. We've got short stacks, but we are ready to double and battle. Let's do it. 2 short stacks, third place here, and fourth place here and third place here. But locked up another profitable session here on BetRivers Poker. 4th profitable stream in a row. We were profitable on Sunday, Monday, Thursday dual stream, last night dual stream, and now tonight. Blinds are up on our small blind. 10-6-0, not really what we want. We exit stage left. Doja Cat's pretty great, yeah. It's very, very boppy music. I love it. You can't help but fucking move to it, man, right? Yeah, they are bangers, I agree. Bow, 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 bow. Just ships it. I like it. That's the way. I like it. The way. It. The way. I like it. I thought I was only heads up here. I didn't realize this person called, and then I called. Maybe wouldn't have been in here with Queen 7 3 ways, but we burn a big blind there. It's okay. King Deuce suited. We're all in here. Yeah. Five big blinds in the middle here. Raising a call. We just ship here with ace-5 suited as well. Get that through. Chip leader wins this one. We're contending for lowest stack here in the 50. So jamming again. We don't have the goods. Still don't have the goods with King 3. Cards are garbage, man. Queen 5 can't do anything with this. King Jack, we're all in here. We're gonna fold the King 10. We're just too close to this other stack to really want to stack off with a hand like this, I think. We gotta try to make them... We gotta try to see if they bust out a double first, I think. Just stab here with 9-5. Doesn't really change anything. We're rather ahead, or like it wouldn't, that doesn't change anything. I don't think they have an ace too much. They might have they could have backdoor diamonds. Yeah. Makes sense. We're not gonna give them any more. Queen Jack of Spades, we're all in. You know, because poker's treating you very well this evening. We're profitable. It's not by a ton so far, but because we had a lot of sit and go losses earlier, but it's, you know, by a bit, up a bit. These two going to battle here. So a raise and a call. And a 2/3 pot bet on the flop. And a call. We had 2 spades. King 7 here. A lot of chips in the middle here on the FT. On the $50 FT, that is. Jack 4 loses to Ace Jack. Chip leader gets a lot richer. We bet here with 7-3 blind versus blind. We take it down. We've actually taken the second place spot, at least for the moment. Gonna fold here. Need a double, need anything so badly here in the $50 classic, folks. Please do something. Please don't fold. No. All right. Oh my God. We have to 4-bet jam here. You're gonna click it back. Nah, I'm folding. We'll take our flip hopefully here with deuces. We're all in. Deuces versus queen 4 suited. Please, please. No! Come on, man. If like they had lost a pot earlier and didn't have 60, if they had like 30 big blinds, I think they might just fold there. And then obviously we can just win the flip. We're heads up here though, after that crazy hand that we folded. 132. Man, 4th and the 50 sucks. I wanted more. I wanted more there, but that's okay. So we're up $15 with that 132, and then this is just profit. So we've guaranteed 240, so we're going to be up like 255 no matter what. We're playing for another 150 here. Good luck, good luck. We stack off here. Okay, they're folding too much to us, so that's good for us for sure in this heads up matchup. They're raising our limps a bunch too. They might just have it, but jam over the limp here with ace 4. I'm gonna take a screenshot of my 4th place. Nah, it's okay. I could pull it from the stream. Done that before. We got a pair and now a pair and an open ender. We got a straight. Take it down. Check 10-9, we flop 2 pair. All of it. All right, 18 plays 48. We're climbing. Wanted that call. I wanted that call. Check. Nice. Keep going. I don't know if I did get your message, but hey, thanks for the message. That I worked hard on that Black Friday video. Thank you. So if folks, if you're not out there and you're not aware, we did a video essay for our Poker News YouTube channel. It was talking about what Black Friday is, what it meant to poker players at the time, and just laying it out for anybody that has heard about Black Friday but didn't live through it when a lot of funds were like U.S. banks could no longer deposit to offshore poker accounts, and people were found improperly spending player funds. Raise here. Well, out of position here, but we'll call. Top pair, good kicker. We just jam turn now. Oh, they have queens. Yikes. Queens with the queen of hearts. Yeah. I mean, it's super strong when they click it back on us. 4-bet free is just, or like a limp click back is so strong. But we ended up having a good hand and getting it in there. Unfortunately, got it in pretty dead against queens with the queen of hearts. We had kings and jacks, but not the king of hearts as outs. But it's okay. 240, so we're up 255.17 on the day. Another profitable session here on BetRivers Poker, and that is going to be me calling it a night. I actually am going to be off. I will be off. Let me switch to the better scene here. I renamed my scene, so I don't know how to find it. But yeah. I will be off on Sunday and Monday, I think, folks. So I am going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus. We'll be back for the dual stream, I believe. We'll be back for the dual stream on next Thursday to see if we can keep the profitable session streak going. Thank you so much for everybody for being here tonight. Let me turn off Sunday and Monday in the next stream's ending scene, and we're gonna find somebody off to raid you off to it. If you celebrate Easter, I want to wish you and yours a happy Easter. If you celebrate WrestleMania, enjoy WrestleMania. I will be enjoying Easter with my daughter. Used to be into wrestling when I was in middle school, but not so much anymore. But whatever you're doing this weekend, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you right back here next Thursday. Thanks so much for being here. Show some love in the stream of whoever we raid you off to, and we'll catch you next time. Peace. Good night. Later.